Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a challenge, kill wanted player. Wanted player, I've had this on my list for a little while. Now that the season's, the new season's going to start in a few days, I thought maybe I can just get rid of this one and figure out the most efficient way to do this. So there's a couple of things here. You can either do this at your camp, just lock something, a door, a Collectron or something at your camp, or you can just go to a workshop. I'm at a workshop. One thing that you want to kind of be aware of is make sure you pick a workshop. I've picked this workshop here right up by Hemlock Halls, but you kind of want to have a workshop that's close, or your camp close to a point of interest. So when you do respawn, or the person or your player, the player that's getting killed, needs to be able to respawn fairly close by. I tried dropping a tent. The player that I'm killing, my second player in this case, close by, and even the tent doesn't show up. So your tent's not going to really help if you Fallout first player. So it's going to have to be a point of interest. So that's one camp, one workshop that might work. Obviously, if you're doing this at your camp, for example, I have a camp here that's close to Grafton. That'll work as well. So probably when I switch it around and do it on my other character, I'll probably use this camp because it's close to a spawn, and I don't have to run too far to actually get back to unlocking it. The issue here is once you kill the player has to spawn somewhere, right? And they can't spawn. It doesn't spawn close by, just because I think when you're killing somebody in Fallout, it spawns a little way just in case you're trying to grief them. So it gives that player an opportunity to get away, and so it doesn't spawn right next to you who you're trying to kill, right? So you want to pick a workshop that's close to something that you can run. It's not going to take you too long to run to, right? From one spot to the next. So this one's not too bad. The other one I thought might actually be easier and quicker when I was looking at it is the Thunder Mountain Power Plant. I know you kind of spawn kind of over here, but when I looked at it, it's actually just as far a run. So it wasn't actually a benefit to actually take that workshop. But I thought you might be able to spawn. Build something close to the spawn area. The other one that might be a good one is Berkeley. I think you spawn fairly close to the workshop, but I think they're all about the same distance in terms of spawning. Like this one wouldn't be great because you'd be spawning here and you'd have to spawn at one of these areas and you'd have to run up the hill, so that wouldn't be a great workshop at all. Poseidon might be not too bad because you can probably, again, I think the area that you can build and the spawn area is just going to be as long. So anyway, I kind of looked at it in this case, just for this purpose and for this character and the way I'm doing it, my primary character killing my secondary, I picked this workshop, and then when I switch around, I'll probably pick Grafton. But anyway, let me show you. The other thing that you want to kind of do is turn off your pacifist mode. So just if you are doing this, of course, go down to your settings and make sure that if you go down the game, that your passive mode is actually turned off. And of course, remember to turn it back on. So when you're done with the challenge, if you decide to do it this way, then make sure you turn it back on so you're not killed during the event or something, right? I think that's pretty much it. Of course, there's definitely, if you want to do this without boosting, this is the boosting method. You get a friend, you both trade kills, and it's going to take a little while. 76 kills each will take quite a bit of time. But otherwise, if you see a wanted player on the map, then of course, you can go ahead and kill them. It'll just take some time. So probably some people have done that. During the Christmas season where people have Collectrons, there's a lot of people locking people's Collectrons. So there's a lot of opportunity to kill players during those type of events. So you might be able to do that. There's Monster Mash. I heard that you could do PvP. So So I think there's two different types of challenges. So just to be clear, there's one where you get wanted, and you need 76 wanted. In this case, if you look at my top right hand part of the screen there, and then there's another one where it's just 20 kills, right? So the 20 kills is, you know, you can just go to the workshop and just kill each other 20 times. Very easy, very quick and painless, right? But the actual getting wanted, you actually have to go and pick a lock. I don't think there's a better way other than you pick a lock at either somebody's camp or a workshop, and then you just kill the player. Or you know, if there is a player going around picking people's collectrons during events, or just in general, if they mistakenly picked someone's lock, you'll see them on the map. You can also trick people to pick stuff at your camp. There's ways, I believe. Like I personally have this. I've done it a few times myself. But if you have this legendary card, I'll show you in a sec here. So Master Infiltrator, so if you have this, you don't have to actually, it just auto unlocks people's doors. Of course, if you mistakenly click on a locked door at someone's camp, you're going to automatically become wanted. So I've done that a few times, and I've actually been killed. Some guy saw me pick his lock and then shot me straight away. So, you know, I've actually read on Reddit that, you know, people set up their camp in a way that's, you know, they've got level 0 locks, and then people just quickly mistakenly pick it, and you just sit there and wait for them and just shoot them, right? So there are ways to trick people, I guess. Probably not the best way to do it. I think just grab a friend or a second character and do it. So I'm here at, like I said, at this workshop. What I've done is I've built just a bunch of doors here. You want to set probably the best way is to set a 0 lock on each one of these doors. So let's go ahead and do that to each one of these doors. Okay, I'm just gonna, in my case, I'm just gonna right trigger this. So left trigger, and I'm just gonna pick a 0 lock. It's inexpensive to set up each time, so it's not really cost you a lot in resources. And also, if you are doing this with somebody that doesn't necessarily have Infiltrator, or maybe they got a low level version, like they only got a 1-star lock of Infiltrator, this might be beneficial just to do that anyway. Anyway, so I'm just going to lock all these doors here quick. Another thing to kind of just bear in mind for the person that's going to be clicking, in this case it's my other character Tinker over there, just make sure they jump out of the power armor or take off any armor, so you don't have to repair that each time. If they're sitting in power armor, it takes you longer to kill them, so get them to jump out, and then you can you don't have to repair the power armor and stuff, and it kills that person quicker, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick the lock here, and I've just got Auto Infiltrator. Straight away I become wanted on that character, and I'm just going to take the character out. There you go, and then I got 35 out of 76. So I just have to do this another 36 times. Now my other character gets a prompt on the screen saying either ignore or respawn. Don't hit the ignore, because the ignore, in this case, this world belongs to Tinker. I was kind of messing around with it, and I said ignore. I was kind of curious what ignore would actually do, and obviously this can ignore the player, and straight away it kicked me out of the private world, which belongs to Tinker, right? So just hit respawn, and then I'm picking Hemlock Holes to respawn at, and then I am going to run over from Hemlock Holes. Now the reason I put 6 doors here, you can just have one door, of course, right? Every time you unlock it, the person respawns, you just relock the door. So you just really need one door. But in my case, I've just put a bunch of doors here, so I only have to kind of relock or spend the time relocking, you know, every 6 times, right? That's kind of the idea there with doors. But ultimately, you just need really one door. Just relock it every time they unlock it. And then, you know, you can, or you can build a bunch of stuff, and then you just, you know, lock them all, and then once they unlocked everything, then you can just redo it, right? So, okay, I'm just going to unlock the second door here. and then just pretty quick. You can see, I don't have any armor, and then you can kill them pretty quickly and make it a little bit more efficient. Unfortunately, the longest part here is probably just that player or character running over from wherever the point of interest is, back again, and then rinse and repeat, right? So it's not too tedious. It's pretty straightforward. And if you do it at a camp that's closer to a spawn point, like Grafton Station, for example, then make it a little bit quicker. I mean, by a few seconds or so, right? So anyway, let me know if you have any better, more efficient ways to do this, and getting through these. But again, you just have to do this 76 times, once off, and then it's done, and you just never have to come back and do it again. And then it's out of the way, and you can move on to trying to clear out the next challenge. Anyway, I hope that you found it useful. If you did, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. And please do hit the like and subscribe button. It does help the channel out a lot, and I do appreciate it as well. Again, don't remember to turn back on your pacifist mode once you've done your challenge. Okay, thanks for watching.